guys, 3 things I want to share with you. And the first one is, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, is a mentality. It's a way of life. It's how you eat, how you think, how you sleep, how you dream. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, it's not some philosophy or some idea. It's what I breathe, it's life. And so what I need you to understand is, guys, when you talk about being the best of the best, when you talk about being the best of the best, like when you talk about being in a sport where at the end of the day, the way you win, somebody got to surrender. Look, you talk about 2 grown people. We're talking about 2 grown people. Somebody's got to surrender. You're talking about will now. You're talking about heart now. You're not talking about physicality. You're not talking about how you look. You're not talking about how strong you are. You're not talking about how tall you are, how fit you are. You're talking about will. You're talking about where you get to the point where it's 2 people and somebody got to tap out before the other person taps out. Will, hearts. And so it is a mentality. And so what I need you to understand, when you do what you do, listen to me, I'm not talking about what you do there, because what you do there has absolutely nothing to do with making that person surrender. What you do there has everything to do with what time you wake up. It has everything to do with how you eat. It has everything to do with how you work out, how you prepare. It has every single thing to do with how you think. It has every single thing to do with nothing about this, but everything you do as you're getting prepared for that. And when you want it as bad as you want to breathe says, I'm willing to make any sacrifice. I'm willing to go through any pain. I'm willing to go through any suffering. I'm willing to go through whatever it takes. So when I get in there and it's me and him one-on-one, then I guarantee you at the end of it, I won't be the one that surrendered. So I want to read something, man. I found something, and I don't usually read stuff, but I found this from Vince Lombardi. And Vince Lombardi said, the harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. The harder you work, listen to me. And this is the thing I love about this sport. Like when you go in there, you both want the exact same thing. Nobody goes in there to lose. You both want the exact same thing. You both got family out there. You both got friends out there. You both got people who invested their time and their resources and their wisdom. And you both got guys out there who at the end of the day want to smile. But at the end of the day, the person that will surrender is the person that didn't work as hard as the other person. You got to hear what I'm saying, guys. You got everybody that goes in there. Y'all got the same, for real, y'all got the same access to the same. I guarantee you if I go to my man's gym, it probably looks similar to this. I guarantee you that his trainer is saying he did this and he did that, he did this and he did that. I guarantee you that this person didn't just start doing this for the first time. And some of you in here, you on the upswing. Like for real, you trying to get back. You're trying to get back to a certain place. You're trying to make a name for yourself. And I'm telling you, this is the opportunity to do it. But what do you have to do? You got to work harder than the other person. So just when you felt like you did that last rep and your muscles are saying, I can't do no more reps, you say, you got to do one more. Because right now, while you quitting, you might be doing 5 more. While you quitting and giving up, while you saying, all right, I did enough, it's time to rest, he might just be getting it. He might just be getting his zone. And so number 1, you got to hear me. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, it's a mentality. You got to eat it, you got to drink it, you got to sleep it. Like it has to consume who you are. For real, it has to consume you. If you caught me on the bus right now and somebody said, E.T., I need motivation, I'm getting up in the middle of the bus and I'm murdering the bus. The bus driver gonna stop the bus. I'm just gonna motivate everybody in the bus. Why? It's not something that I do, guys. It's who I am. And if you're gonna be the best, the cream of the crop, if you're gonna be the apex of this particular sport, you gotta be it, not talk about it. You gotta be it. It has to consume you. It has to take over you. That when I see you, without even knowing you, I ought to be able to look at you, and from your ethos, I ought to see you are the best of the best. I ought to know what you're doing without you saying one word. It ought to illuminate from you. So number 1, you got to hear it. Vince Lombardi, he said it. The only way you won't surrender in there is that you work harder than the other person that's getting in there. So you better know how hard they're working, and you better be prepared to work just as hard as that person.